Good morning, everybody. It's Cheryl here at CLM Premium Goats and Goat Milk Products, and you are looking at Hannah. And yes, she just had a C-section. So I'm going to tell you the absolutely unreal, amazing miracle that we had with Miss Hannah. So if you follow our channel, you know that a few weeks ago, it was actually 3 weeks yesterday, Hannah gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. After she gave birth, she stopped pushing. Everything seemed fine and done. She had a little bit of afterbirth come out. So we just continued to watch her as any other goat on our farm that has a baby. I'm going to take you around here and give you a little more close-up of Hannah. She's having some lunch right now. Hi, beautiful. And where's your other boy? There he is. That right there is her baby boy. This one up here on your left is her baby boy in adoption. And you can watch her video of the adoption and details and why on the previous video. You'll find that under our profile in our videos. The amazing story of Hannah adopting this beautiful baby boy. So anyway, the story we're going to talk about today is Hannah and her C-section and the miracle. So she has the baby. We end up giving her this other baby because she had only had one for the adoption, as you will see in that video. I will try to remember to link it in the description. And here he is. Going to play with the heat lamp that is not on. He is a cutie, and she loves him just like her own. So a few days after giving birth, we noticed Hannah was very, very tired. So I thought, since we had to assist a little bit with this guy and Hannah's age, she is 8, I believe, and she has kidded now 7 times. So we thought, with her age, with the amounts of kids she's had, she's just tired. Well, a few days went by and I started giving her some penicillin, because I thought, well, maybe she has an infection brewing up, because she still seemed very, very tired. After a few more days of no changing, we went to our local vet. He examined Hannah. She was running a very high fever at that time. Told me not to give her anything for the fever, which I don't know about that. And he did a sonogram to see if he could see anything in there, a retained kid, a retained part of the placenta, or what could we see? Well, we couldn't see anything. Sonograms in the vet office is just not very good, to be honest. If you're a goat farmer and you've ever seen the sonogram of a goat or any animal, probably, I've just never seen anything but goats, they're just not very good. So he told us she definitely had an infection. I had been already treating her. He said continue to treat her for a full 10 days with the penicillin. And he also wanted us to add Lutalice, I think it's called, the full name, to start contractions again, so she would push out the rest of the infection that's in there. And he wanted us to give that every other day, 5 treatments. So over a 10-day period, 5 treatments every other day. So we did. The 3rd injection, she started really contracting and really pushing. The 4th injection, she was basically trying to give birth. We called him told him where we was, what was going on, was on the 4th injection. His advice was to stop the lute, do not do the 5th injection, and the contractions should stop, and hope for the best because there's really nothing else we can do. So hopefully she will get fine. If she don't, basically. Well, she was contracting so bad. We felt horrible, for her, because here it had been going on, well, it was 2 weeks, going on the 3rd week. And she was miserable. She's lost a lot of weight. She was a very healthy, chunky girl before all of this, which is one thing that aided in her survival of all of this. She's always been a healthy horse, ain't ya? Not horse, goat. But anyway, so I decided to call our university vet hospital because they do have a lot more resources and a lot more teams of specialties than we do at a local vet. So I called the university, explained everything that was going on. They said, bring her down. So I took her. They did the regular test that they do to check one out. Said there's definitely a problem. We would like to do a radiogram. I think that's what it was called. I've heard so much stuff I don't remember everything. But anyway, it's better than a sonogram. It will show if there is a fetus in there. Although the likelihood of her having a fetus inside of her still and being alive at 3 weeks now is very slim. So they don't know what they're dealing with, but we're going to do this radiogram if I'm willing to pay $150. Well, of course I'm willing to pay her. I wouldn't have taken her there. So I say, yes, please do. We've got to fix Hannah. She is struggling to stay alive at this point. So they did the radiogram, told me to go drive around for an hour or sit in a waiting room. So I drove around town for an hour. The phone rings and the vet at the university says we did find a retained fetus. My heart fell. First of all, how was Hannah still alive at this point? The vet I could tell by her voice, she was thinking the same thing. And she said, if you want, we will go in and get that fetus out. I want to tell you, if we get in there and it is too bad and we cannot get it out because her uterus is starting to rot or whatever other complications, because it has been 3 weeks, we will have to euthanize her on the table, and I will call you and tell you, do you understand? I said, yes, I understand, but I want you to do everything in your power to save Hannah. So I came home crying, and it's hard to even tell the story. But as you can see, Hannah is here. They worked a true miracle. They called me a few hours later, which it was a 2-hour drive, and I was home. And I had been home for probably a couple hours when they called. I could not believe my ears, but the same vet called me, and she was jumping with joy on the phone. And she said, we did it. We saved Hannah. We got it out. We cleaned her insides with some saline, and she's going to be fine. I can hardly even tell you the story because I was so happy they did it. The surgery was day before yesterday. I went and picked her up yesterday and brought her home, and she is here in her pen. You can see where they've shaved her and had equipment hooked to her, and there's her incision. But she's perfect. No more pushing, no more high fever. She is on antibiotics for another week, taking some pain meds for a week, but the likelihood of her not recovering at this point is slim. They do believe she will pull through this. It's an amazing miracle. They told me it took 3 of their best surgeons, all 6 hands in there at the same time, to remove that decomposing fetus and to get her cleaned out as much as possible. It's a true miracle. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is never give up. We don't have to listen to the vets that tell us nothing can be done. We'll see if she makes it. Go for help. Ask somebody else. Yeah, it cost us a little over $800 to fix her. But to me, that's the best money I have spent in a long time to keep her alive and healthy. She loves her babies. She will be retired from this point on, but we will get to enjoy her the rest of her life. As you can see with her standing there with her face in the wood, she's still a little uncomfortable. But to see her now and to see her before, it's amazing. And I will be forever grateful to all the surgeons at MU University for the amazing miracle that they performed on Hannah. I hope this was a good video for you, and it gives you a little hope when you have a situation that seems like it's hopeless, because there are miracles that happen, and this is one right here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following our channels. We appreciate you, and Hannah is going to be just fine. We're going to take those stitches out in about 14 days, and I don't foresee any problems with Hannah, but we're keeping a close eye on her. She has this amazing big stall that she's living in right now with her 2 boys, and she's taking good care of them. We put a pillow in here, but she hasn't used it. She's like, I'm tougher than that. But a true miracle. Sorry I cried, everybody, but we couldn't be more happy for this happy ending of our beautiful Hannah. Thank you again. Please like, subscribe, and share our small YouTube channel.